Call the Roseville Commerce Park Commission meeting to order at 6 o'clock. The first item on the agenda is roll call. Mr. Hornby, would you, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Hornby, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now it's roll call. Mr. Moran is here. Mr. Rathel.
Here.
Mr. Mans.
Here.
Mr. Filarski is excused. Mr. Hornby.
Here.
Mr. Tenova is excused. Mr. Naidu.
Here.
Next item on the agenda is the additions or deletions, and we are going to remove the next item, which is the approval of the minutes of August 15th. We're going to remove that from the agenda tonight. With that, are there any other additions or deletions?
Move approval with the change.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Rathel, supported by Mr. Dadu to approve the agenda as amended. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is our financial report for August 2022. Everyone should have their financial report in front of them. That was included in their package. We have a budgeted revenue for the year of $978,581. Our year-to-date revenue is $519,818, which equals 48% of our budgeted revenue. Our expenditures are also budgeted at $978,581, and our year-to-date encumbrances and expenses are $351,215, which equals 32% of our budget. Our capital reserve as of the end of August is $610,131, and our past due rent summary as of September 7th is $35,977. With that, Janelle, is there anything you'd like to point out on the financial report?
Just a few things, just wrapping back around to Building 63 tenant. That's still in limbo. We still don't have an update on that. We're still waiting on that. And also the the hangar 2 office space, the 6,500, and then the first one of 22,354. We're just waiting for the report on that as far as hearing back from council. I think we finally may have contact with the T-hanger tenant and getting somewhere with that. The compound and the next one, Building 63, they're paid in full. And then the other one is another T-hanger tenant that we will be reaching out with.
Sure.
Mr. Rathel.
Janelle, on the 786, the T-hanger, is that a T-hanger as it says, or is that the other hanger? Hanger.
It's the T-hanger as it says.
So the main hanger down there is paid in full? It's up to date?
Correct. You're talking about hangar 1, John?
No, the far east.
Oh, hangar 2.
No,
Yeah.
all the way down. All the way down. Bob's hangar.
Those are different. They were merged at one point. They were partners, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? Yeah, that one's paid in full. Hangar 3, I think. Yeah, that one's paid in full.
Okay, so this is a specific
It's a specific
T-hanger
hangar.
in a row.
Yes, one of the row tenants, correct.
Okay, and you said you just made contact with him, or he's normally around all the time? Is that,
Not around, his daughter, has made a couple of payments. So it's gonna have to go through.
do we know, I mean, everybody knows him personally. I mean, do we know if he's okay, or is
He's
he?
in a nursing home from what I've heard. That was what I heard. So I don't know his status.
Do we know if there's a plane in the hangar?
Without looking at my sheet, but I believe yes.
Well, I don't know then if that's gonna get paid.
Okay. So that's his status. That was what I was told.
How many months is this?
Well, the rent is 244, so
3 months?
since June.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to like,
So we're gonna have to, and let him go. So that was the status, unfortunately.
yeah,
Yeah, it's-
that's a bummer.
it's-
Because it'll keep going on, and that number will keep going up.
Yep, understood.
All right, thanks.
And Janelle, is there any update with Skyline? Can you tell us what's going on there?
Yeah,
Are they paid and up to?
Yeah, they're paid up to date. So I actually was just into contact with her last week, so they're paid up to date.
And right now, is the expectation that they're going to continue to lease?
That's the expectation, yes.
Is there any other comments or questions on the financial report?
Mr. Chairman,
They do.
is there any chance at all that, these first two listed into the past due are going to be collected or collectible?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I mean, if we're not going to be able to collect it and we don't want to pursue it,
I think that
I'd
was,
like to see them just written off. I mean, we're just overstating our assets by calling them receivables. And if we're
yeah,
never-
I mean, I would agree to that. I think that we've been, trying to go for the first two for months now. I mean, we can continue to try to collect, but I think we talked about
They
this
have
the
any
last time.
assets at all sitting here?
I don't believe that number 2 or number 1 does, no.
They're both out of their spaces and there's nothing,
Yes, correct.
there's no asset
There's no.
here.
No, nothing.
Chairman, yeah, I would agree with Mr. Nadeau. I don't know why we'd leave them on the books if it's uncollectible. And if we collect it, that's, all good.
I agree. We probably should write it
mean-
off, but continue to try to collect them.
Yeah,
Sure.
and maybe you need to talk to Ann about that, but however you guys want to do it.
Well, we've had this, this is not a new discussion over the years of situations like this. My thought would be, Stanley and Associates, we know that that's done, right? We have no legal efforts against them at all. So that one could come off, we could write it off. We still are pursuing with Lattice, John, what's his name? We are still pursuing legally to try to collect that, right?
Legally, we were waiting for a court date for that.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that was where the last time, 2 months ago, that was where we were standing. How long it's gonna take to get a court date for that, I don't know.
Well, if we're that far, then I'd just leave it on.
yeah, so that one, I'd like to keep on just so that it's in front of us all the time to get reports on it. But the second one, Stanley, I mean, you can take that off and,
I think you could still leave it on. However, we just don't want to overinflate assets. I mean, we can still watch it, we can still, have it there.
yeah.
But it's going to be a tough collect, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure, but I don't want the commission to forget about it either, because it's off of this report.
I don't disagree with you. However, I think it still could be on the report as a quotations or
Yeah,
whatever you want.
Yeah,
But
But take it off of the balance.
yeah, my only reason is so that it's in front of us, not to overstate assets, so.
I totally agree, but I don't think any of us are going to forget about that one.
So Janelle, you'll keep it on our report, but think we should get with accounting and write that off.
Good,
Well, let's discuss, we're writing off Stanley?
yes.
Is that what I'm hearing? And you want it on the report? Can we,
Stanley, no.
Stanley off.
off, okay. Okay.
Any other comments or questions on the financial report? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the August 2022 financial report.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Mann, supported by Mr. Nadeau. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is the manager's report. Action items. Item number 1 is the Island Athletics lease. We have a resolution that reads, based upon the recommendation from the Groseal Airport Commerce Park manager, the Groseal Airport Commerce Park Commission hereby approves a lease between Island Athletics and the Groseal Municipal Airport. Formal lease will be developed pending approval by the commission. Terms of the proposed lease agreement are as follows. The resolution is approved for a building located at 9251 Grow. Island Athletics has been successfully running the fitness center for 2 years and would like to continue operations. They would like a commencement date starting on November 1, 2022, with an expiration of October 31, 2025. With a option for 60 days prior to the lease expiration, the tenant shall notify the manager in writing for any renewal or vacating terms. The term of the lease is for 36 months at $2,500 a month, which equals $30,000 a year. They have a deposit on file of $4,166, and the tenant will be responsible for all utilities and maintenance of the building for the duration of the lease. And they have indicated that needs to be attached to the lease a list of items that they're going to improve with the dates that they're going to improve them by. Do I hear a motion?
I move support.
Motion by Mr. Rathel. Support by Mr. Manns. Janelle, so you'll make sure that this list that they put together, what day or when they're going to make the repairs and the estimated cost and what they're going to do as part of the lease.
Yes.
Is there any other comments or questions on the Island Athletics lease? Hearing none, we have a motion by Mr. Rathel, supported by Mr. Manns. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item number 2 is the Mitchell Aviation Service lease. We have a resolution in front of us that reads, based upon the recommendation from the Groseal Airport Commerce Park manager, the Groseal Airport Commerce Park Commission hereby approves a lease between Mitchell Aviation and the Groseal Municipal Airport. Formal lease will be developed pending the approval by the commission. And the terms of the lease are as follows. This is a lease extension for a building located at 9505 Grow Road, which is Hangar 2. The start of the lease will be December 1st, 2022, and expire on November 28th, 2025. The tenant may vacate during the term of the lease with a written 30-day notice. It's a 36-month term for a monthly rental rate of $2,200, which equals $26,400 a year for all 3 years.
I move support of that as well.
A motion by Mr. Rathel, supported by Mr. Manns. Under discussion. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Action item number 3 is Hall's Flying Service lease.
We have another copy of that printed out, or?
Of the resolution?
This was in our packet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing.
There was
new.
no update.
Yeah, there's
There's
no
nothing
update.
new.
No, and my understanding, based on conversations with legal counsel, that it was recommended that this be tabled tonight.
Okay.
Someone want to make a motion to table? Motion by Mr. Mann, supported by Mr. Dadu to table Hall's Flying lease service lease. All those in favor say aye.
We,
No, there's no discussion on a table.
that true, David?
I believe so.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is our subcommittee reports. We have none tonight. Under the chairman's report, just like to report that we're continuing to try to get Pirates Cove to give us a final cost, unless you've seen it, Janelle. I've not, on the wall installation at the corner of Midway and Grow, which is scheduled to get done this fall, with Pirates Cove picking up roughly about 60 to 75% of the cost, and we're going to pick up the rest. And then we've got some landscaping going in around the wall. I reached out to Pirates Cove today to ask them what the schedule was, and they indicated that they're going to get with their mason and get back to us, Janelle and I, as soon as they let us, as soon as they can determine that. But it's scheduled to get done this fall. That's all I have. Public comment? Anyone in the public like to comment?
No, you got
No,
No.
Jack over there, and
If there's no public comment, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Mann, supported by Mr. Nadu to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries.